So when you buy a home, you buy with emotion. You buy with when you walk in how you feel. You buy in what the vibe of the house is. But when you're buying an investment property, it's all about the return on investment. It's all about how much money is your money going to make for you.
Emotional versus logic. That's all it is. Investment properties, you put zero emotions in, zero. You don't need to put emotions in it. With the home, you will pay whatever it takes because that's exactly where you want to be. And let's say you wanted to be next to your brother. Then that emotional value, if that is there for you, it may be much more compared to somebody else. Our seminar is on Saturday, February 23rd, which is coming soon.
That's right.
So if you haven't registered yet, please do register. The cost is your investment, not the cost, is $50. We promise you, you'll walk away with a lot more than that.
Welcome to Real Estate on Track on ITV Gold, airing every Friday at 8 p.m. with a Sunday repeat at 8 p.m. For real estate questions, please reach out to them at 732-494-2211. And let's once again welcome our seasoned brother-sister team. That is Sanjeev Aneja ji and Alka Aneja. How are you guys doing?
We are good. How are you?
Yes.
I am doing wonderful, but first of all, please accept my deepest condolences to you and your family for the loss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to ask you, since I feel this is the right time, since you always talk about death, how is it when it comes for your loved one?
So, being prepared for death is just that. See, there's one fact guaranteed in life, and Alka knows that, and you've read it. We all know
Many
that.
times.
We all know that. Death must happen. At what age, nobody knows. Next breath, we do not know. So if there is something so guaranteed in life, why are we not prepared for it?
I don't think you could ever be prepared for it.
So that's the problem. But maybe not the problem, but that's where a lot of depressions happen because of it. A lot of people lose a lot of life because of it. But it can happen, and can happen at any age. It can happen at any stage of life. As we get older, we accept it. But it happens to young. We know kids die. You know how many million kids are aborted? They didn't even see the day of the light of the day. There are children who are killed in accidents. There are children who are murdered. So much goes on. Death is the only guaranteed thing. Now it looks like, it's so sad to talk about death. But it's the only truth in life, that is death.
But
so
it's
the
also
loss, my mother-in-law, she was not well. We were prepared for it. Yet, yes, you lose somebody, your loved one. And yes, it is sad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the thing is, do we now celebrate her 91 years, or do we become depressed about those 91 years?
I think we
but
should
again,
celebrate.
now this one is age, so we accept it. But can it happen to a child tomorrow? And the answer is yes. What do we do about it? Memories will never go away, but acceptance must happen as God's will, and that's why the second thing we talk about is God. God's will, His plan is written already. His movie is directed. When you go and see a movie, can you change even one scene in that movie in the theater?
No.
You can pay the best seats, but you cannot change one scene. The movie is directed. Every scene has been directed carefully. Every breath that comes in is life. Every breath that goes out is death, because next breath may not come in. So that's why we talk about death. Maybe it is to prepare, maybe it is to remind again and again that it's okay. But if we don't accept it, we will go in depression many times, especially when the child is young, especially when you did not expect it at all. But the minute you say, yes, God, it's your will, everything changes.
So basically you are saying that, to get prepared for death, you have to be constantly talking about it.
No, I know we were talking about it and you said don't talk about that much. So we don't have to talk about it, but we forget it very quickly. So when you're teaching a child A, B, C, D, if you tell the child A, B, C, D, does the child remember A, B, C, D? No.
it takes a while.
It
You have
takes
to
a
say
while. You have to constantly-
A, B, B. You have to repeat it again and again. We are his children. We don't remember it. So he reminds us through different things.
I mean, the good thing is
But
that
do we
even
have to talk-
after
Yeah.
life is gone, life moves on, right? We mourn for a little time, and the whole point, if you're prepared, is how long does your mourning stay and how you can ease into celebrations and then ease into moving on with your life, because ultimately that's what your loved ones would want also. And by, they say in our Hinduism, the more they give us a certain amount of time, right, the 13 days, and then they say you need to allow the soul to go free, because they also want the family to continue on and to continue on with their journey. That's like that's where all
the soul continues on with the journey.
Yeah.
So, or big gurus say all the time, if you keep on crying, the soul is now disturbed.
Yes.
So obviously these are all theories, but our saintly people were very smart, and they knew things thousands of years ago that science is recognizing today. So all that is there. If this soul evolves from one body to the other, are we really being selfish enough to disturb the soul?
Yeah.
Which is the real, but the minute it is gone, I was thinking when my mother-in-law passed away, the minute it was gone, all of a sudden it became a body.
Exactly.
It wasn't a relationship anymore. My mother is gone, but here's the body. They said, the hospital people came before and saying, we are here for your mother-in-law. They came 20 minutes later and said, we are here for the body. That's how quickly one breath changed it. One breath. So, who is that person in there? That's the soul. Soul left the body. And minute God left the body, it was all over. But this is such a big thing, so I think the show will go on for many times for that. But the fact is, be prepared for the truth, and that's the only truth. There's one other reason I do it. If you remember death, you'll never forget God. Never. People, we are forgetting God so much. I mean, Ram Naam Satya Hai. You know, when do we say it?
When a person dies.
Is it Ram Naam Satya not true otherwise? Is Ram Naam not Satya otherwise? But we remember it when? When the body is leaving and the body doesn't even hear it anymore. Why not hear it when it was real? Follow the point?
Yep, yep.
So why do we talk about death? Why do I talk about death? Because it reminds me of God a lot more. And then God means gratitude. And then if all of us can remember it, then we'll be in gratitude. If we're in gratitude, we accept everything. When we accept everything, then what is a loss? Whether it's business, whether it's anything, it's not a loss. What we came with, it will be all left behind, 100% of it, except His name. So,
I think that answers my question, and we should move on to the real show.
yes, yeah. This is not a bad part of the show. It was a good
Absolutely.
question.
I mean,
Reality,
this is reality,
The
and it's
show will
never ending.
continue.
yes.
The show will continue on. Real estate will be continue on.
Life continues on. That's
But
just how
yes,
it is.
let's move on. I agree with you.
Another question that was on my mind for today is what's the difference between buying an investment property and a home to live in?
Well, one is emotional and one is logical.
Yeah.
So I'll let Elka take over.
Absolutely. So when you buy a home, you buy with emotion. You buy with, when you walk in, how you feel. You buy in what the vibe of the house is. But when you're buying an investment property, it's all about the return on investment. It's all about how much money is your money going to make for you. Two different total entities of what you're buying, right? So if you're looking for a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home, you may not buy a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home. You may buy a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath home because you loved it. It's your home. So there's no set parameters in your own home. However, if you're buying an investment property, you need to know what your rate of return is. You need to make sure that it's all pencil and paper deal. it's not emotion based. It's very logic
Right.
based.
So basically what Alka is saying is emotional versus logic. That's all
Yeah.
it is. Investment properties, you put zero emotions in, zero. You don't need to put emotions in it. Now, what that means is you're tied into location because location will appreciate more, but you're not tied so much into location because the returns are already good enough, or vice versa, right? With the home, you will pay whatever it takes because that's exactly where you want to be. And let's say you wanted to be next to your brother. Then that emotional value, if that is there for you, it may be much more compared to somebody else. And Alka wants to say, what if I don't want to live with my brother?
I would
Then-
not to be paying for
then-
living next
then
to
for
my
her,
brother.
it's so
My lecture
pursued.
will be 24/7. I can't.
Yeah, so the bottom line is emotion versus logic. We go to Ritz-Carlton
Yes.
on a vacation, or we go to Motel 6 where they leave the lights on for you. One is costing you $40 a night, one is costing you $800 a night,
No more than that.
or more than that, depending upon location where you are. Absolutely agree. In Florida, you can get $650
yeah,
or
yeah,
so. So it depends upon the location. You travel on, I don't know which Ritz-Carlton, which countries you go to, but yeah, they can be very expensive. The bottom line is the only thing, logically, it makes zero sense to be at Ritz-Carlton. Zero. Emotionally, you're paying the price. You know why? You have the right, you get the privilege to say, stayed at
Stayed at-
Ritz-Carlton.
Yes.
Hey, you left in the morning, you went for tour of the whole city, you come in the night at 9 o'clock.
You're not even
You-
being there.
I disagree with that.
s-
Where you
s-
stay
sleep-
makes a huge difference.
You
I'm
sleep
sorry.
in the bed
No,
and you pay
disagree.
that. I agree.
like-
But because emotion is coming in. See, that's clearly by Alka disagreeing.
I don't think it's just about emotion, too.
No, it's
It
not.
is 100% about emotions. There's no
Absolutely
logic.
not.
No.
There is, there
You
is,
get a reservation,
There
if
is
you
zero.
can-
There is zero logic to stay in a $1,200
there is a-
hotel in the night.
There
Zero.
is there is a lot of advantages to that. But let's say you want to go to a hotel. When you cannot get a reservation into a restaurant, right? If they call and they say, "Yeah, I'm the concierge of Ritz calling," guaranteed
Guaranteed.
you're getting into that restaurant.
Oh, so
Guaranteed.
so because of that,
that's how it works.
So that dinner that you wanted to go to is logic. Is logic, not emotion.
No, I'm not saying that it's the whole thing. I'm saying that it's just not
let
the
me-
perk.
Ladies,
There are so many perks when you
Yes.
stay in a
ladies,
good
let me
place.
show you, they're all emotions. There's zero logic. You can actually be in your own town and order a beautiful reserve a restaurant for two, if you're two people out there, and enjoy the best meal and tell the chef to prepare it for me, and even then it won't cost you that much money. Ritz-Carlton, you go for 4 nights, you spend $4,000. No, Ritz-Carlton is not a wrong thing. By saying it's logical, absolutely.
No, we're not saying it's logical. We're saying it's not 100%.
It is
emotional.
100. It is 101% emotional.
If you want to go for emotions, go to Aman Resorts. It's emotional.
Yeah. So logic versus emotion, investment versus private home, right? The home you live in. Now these things are packaged differently.
Yes.
So the package looks to you one way. But life is all about packaging, and they package you. We'll give you the comfort. You can call the concierge, and we'll get you into this, and we'll get you in the theater. But
No, but it's true. You obviously are paying more for a Louis Vuitton, like a suitcase versus a regular suitcase. The utility might be the same. There is definitely that emotion, right? That you have it. Somebody symbolizes that.
what's your
with
point? Is it
But
logic
I
or is it
honestly feel,
emotion?
There
going
are
to a
some-
hotel and staying in a nicer hotel versus staying in Motel 6.
Right. So
there
I think those were two
a lot of-
extreme.
They're two
They were two
extremes.
extreme examples.
Yes.
But there is a Marriott in between,
Yes.
which will be $300 worth versus $1,000. Equally good hotel. It doesn't have Ritz-Carlton written on it, and I promise you, if they all of a sudden change the lobby a bit and put outside Ritz-Carlton, on the
Everybody will
hotel,
run there.
you'll accept it at Ritz-Carlton.
I don't know.
That's the truth. There are
Maybe
cars
this is-
today, if you took the Mercedes logo
It's very true. The
and put it
cars.
on the other car,
It'll
There's
do
a Hyundai that looks just like a Mercedes. It's
yeah,
crazy.
so But you paid so much more for what?
Yes.
If you think that is logic,
No, 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 no.
I'm
I
sorry.
Agree. I agree with that. I agree.
so
with
buy emotionally when you're buying a home, but be so love it. Absolutely. But buy logically when you're doing investment property.
Yeah.
Will it appreciate? Will it give me the returns? Is it worth my investment? Will it take a lot of my time? All those questions come in investment property.
Yeah, investment property you can't rush into, and a single family home you can't buy with lot. You have to walk in and feel like home, or that you can make it home. Like that's just how it should be.
Yeah.
You're going to be coming here every day, and you better walk in and say, "I worked a long day, and I'm happy to be home." That's how your home should make you feel.
Yeah, your home should feel you. If you're saying I have to buy because the market is any home that came on the market I have to buy, that's a wrong decision.
Yes.
You have to love the home to make the. Now there is no perfect home, but you have to love the home enough to call it your home.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And you know, since you have been talking about your investment seminar, which is going to be coming soon, I just wanted to know, and in fact, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who want to know that who is the best candidate for it, you know, who can join.
For the investment, we
Yes.
actually in our conversation, it seems like children are the best candidates for it. So start them at the age of 10, but till in schools, in colleges, they are not, in college maybe, but in schools they're not teaching financial responsibility. But you know, if you start the child early enough, they can be a multi-millionaire by the time they're 65 or maybe even 45. But time actually compounds it. So we suggest that children be part of this investment seminar.
100%.
However, if your question was a little deeper, should a rich person do it or should a poor person do it? Poor means who financially doesn't have much saved. Rich means who has so much money, doesn't care.
Who is
doesn't
not
know where the
financially
money
that
is.
savvy, I
Right.
would say. Yes.
And the investment seminar is for everybody. There are poor people I know financially who could have the money, they're just putting it the wrong places. They're staying at Ritz-Carlton instead of Motel 6. That's why they are poor. Then there are rich people who have so much money, but they don't know how to invest at all. They are paying their financial brokers so much money out of every transaction, and they're not making the decision. Somebody else is making the decision for them. You cannot be hands off on your investments. Absolutely not. You should know how to log in. You should know where your money is. You should know how it is invested, and you should check your money off and how it is doing for you. And you should have the regular discipline of saving every month. It's a discipline, and we'll talk about that, and we'll show you. We'll talk about different venues in there. Our seminar is on Saturday, February 23rd, which is coming soon.
That's right.
So if you haven't registered yet, please do register. The cost is your investment, not the cost, is $50. We promise you'll walk away with a lot more than that.
Yes.
If you don't walk away at the end, say, hey, not for me, your money is back. We're not we will keep some money, but your money is not important to us. You being in that direction is what we are looking to do.
Yes, but what it is important is that you need, what did you say, 8 people that you needed?
Yeah, eight people minimum, but 20 people maximum. And we 10 to 13, your kids accompanied with you from 10 to 13 are free. So
Nice.
come on down. And if you're an On-Track Realty client, we have that special for you. I think we put some discount. I don't know. I don't remember. We can talk about it. Call us. We'll let you know. But I don't know whatever that discount was. That's our way of saying thank you also for being part of us for so long.
I'm sure, you know, everybody, whosoever is interested, will definitely call you too and look for that discount, you know.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
discount is the minimal thing. It's
Yeah, what can your money
what you're about to invest in the seminar is pennies, nothing compared to what you're going to have because of that. See, nothing is new that we're going to talk about there. It's just put together, and then you're saying, "Yeah, I got it." You know, they say straw that broke the camel's back. Have you heard of that? Right? It's not the straws that are breaking the back, but after a certain point, that one straw is unbearable.
Yeah, it's a tipping point.
And you break a stone. We talk about this in the meetings all the time. you have the hammer and you're breaking the stone and you're breaking the stone, and it took 101 hammers to break. 101. So which hammer broke the stone?
I don't know.
Every single one of them.
Ah.
See, without the first one, 101st couldn't have come.
It's the impact.
People give all the credit to the 101 because that's what broke it. That's God's way of giving credit to that hammer. Of
I think
101.
that's a nice way to look at it. You know,
But
everybody
every
chipped in to
single-
break
Yeah,
it.
chipped in.
Yes.
Every single lesson that we learn then leads, and all of a sudden, this one person comes and tells you something, and you say, "Oh my God, this
I got
person
it."
was the smartest." No, that person wasn't the smartest. You've been hearing it, now you implemented it. That's all.
Yeah, they said the best way to look at life is to see how the dots connect backwards. So all the lessons that you learn lead you to who you are going to be, and this is all the lessons that you learn here as well. It'll be a good seminar.
And I think I did learn a lot of lessons today.
Yeah, the stonecutter seminar, the example is beautiful. Never underestimate the small efforts. The small efforts will lead into the bigger results. Daily actions will lead into the goals met. People forget the value of the first step that you take when you're walking. Because first step leads to the other. Without the first step, you cannot complete
Go to
5
the-
miles.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's what it is. This seminar may be that first step that leads you for that child to become, and what a legacy to leave for your child. They don't teach that in the school, so sad.
Yeah.
But you have the opportunity to make your child learn.
And you may have told your kids all the time, but it's the other outside person that tells them. That's what makes it different, right? Because parents, they don't care about. Somebody else says, they're like, oh wow, there's somebody else is saying
Yeah,
that
but
too.
kids watch also. Kids also watch what parents are doing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they will do what the parents are doing.
Yeah.
So 2 children watching the same parent, two different results. But we will put 2 and 2 together for all and make it happen.
See, me and Bhaiya watched our parents were 2 very different people. So that's how life works.
She is much smarter.
No, I think you equally are smarter.
Oh, nice. Pia, you're so sweet.
she is a diplomat. Are you running for politics or something? Or?
No, I'm not. I wish I was.
Very nice.
But yes, in case you have any, questions regarding the seminar, you can always call them.
Or email.
Yes.
Our emails are at the bottom.
Yes,
Alka at
please.
OnTrack Realty, Pia at itvgold.com, Sanjeev at OnTrackRealty.com. All the emails are there for you.
Yep,
And
and-
we look forward to having you.
And if
But
you have
please
any
register.
questions-
Without registration, it's not just walk in.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions about the show or any feedback, remember the Amazon gift card is available for you. So make sure you write to us and share your thoughts.
Yeah, tell us how you like the show and if you have any questions. And with that, thank you for watching the show.
Once again, thank you to both of you. And as I already said that, I learned a lot today from Sanjeev ji. And we will be back next week, same day, same time. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you.